Hey guys, my name is Violet and I'm one of the City Search Scouts for Los Angeles. And you may also recognize me from the channel Loud on YouTube for the K-Town show. Tonight I'm going to take you on a journey through Koreatown for some drunchies, and I have my best friend Janice with me. So drunchies is a term that my friend Joanna coined, and it's drunk munchies equals drunchies.
Drunchies.
Yes.
Yep.
You ready to go eat?
Ready to go.
So we're here at Beer Belly, one of my favorite locations in Koreatown. It's in a mix of a plethora of ethnic foods. If you see around, you know, the crowd is very diverse. They have craft beers here, craft food, and what the best part about it is it has comfort food, but on a whole different level. No doubt about having fun in here. So we'll get the Beer Belly grilled cheese. This grilled cheese has 4 different types of cheese. It's the cheddar on top, and then the Asiago, and then it's the goat cheese, and then it's the Gruyere. I feel like you have to eat it with a fork and knife, but I'm just gonna go in it with my hands. If you don't like to get messy while you eat, this is not the dish for you because this has maple syrup all over it, so your fingers are gonna get very gooey, but quadruple deck grilled cheese, and it's just kind of all melted together, and then the bacon is just so crispy. It's cooked to perfection, and there's a good amount in here. You ready? Cheers.
This is definitely not for the vegetarian.
No.
Cheers.
The flavors that come into my mouth right when you take a bite is the huge layer of cheddar on top, which is amazing because it just kind of breaks easily because it's a softer, more milder cheese. And if you see this layer, it's a huge chunk. And then the bread's not so thick because it's kind of smashed in together. And then the bacon sitting in the middle, it kind of all brings everything together.
I think it's like the perfect combination of savory and sweet together, for sure.
Maybe a little more maple syrup.
Maybe a little bit more. It's like the adult grilled cheese.
Can I call it a sandwich? Breakfast sandwich at night for your drunchies.
Well, isn't that what everybody wants? You want breakfast food at night, right? So
Yeah, it's
the perfect place, yeah.
So we're here at our second location, and it's called Myeongdong Gyoja. It's on the corner of Wilshire and Harvard. The reason why I consider this one of the best, probably drunchies places next to Beer Belly is because you get home-cooked meals, but in a restaurant version. They're pork dumplings.
Xiaolongbao,
Yes, so it's the Korean version of that,
which is a soup dumpling.
and it's pork and vegetables, and it's actually a good enough size because they fill it with a lot of meat, which is good because sometimes, you know, places like to skimp out on that. So this is the Korean mandu. You can see the meat and the vegetables in it, which is amazing because there's so much meat, like you can actually get full off the protein as opposed to the carbs, which that's what you want to do. You're gonna cut it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid because like, sometimes it's like steaming hot.
And there's like, sometimes there's soup in it as well.
Yeah,
so.
and I don't want to burn the inside of my mouth because that would not be fun. Dip it, not too much, because then it might be a little bit too salty.
You got like
Lots of
ginger,
garlic.
green onion, garlic. And I'm not really a very big pork fan, but this is good.
And it's juicy too. You know, it's not dry at all. Actually, the juices of the pork kind of just like, you know, like coats the inside of your mouth a little bit when you bite into it. And then the soy sauce and the vinegar definitely helps. So this dish, the kalguksu, it's also dak kalguksu because it's chicken broth. And there's chunks of chicken in here. There's also ground beef on top. It's like a more starchier broth.
It's like an anchovy soup base.
The ground meat is actually really good. It has kind of a kick to it. I think they've used a lot of black pepper and seasoning. So after a night and you want to get your drunchies on, this is the best place to do it because this dish is just packed with carbs and protein, and that's exactly what you need to fill your belly up.
For a good night's sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our final destination. So we're here at our third spot. This place is called Nagwonjik. This place is open 24 hours. This plaza is notorious for late night eats, and the business next door serves the same type of food, but we prefer this location because the crowd at the other location is a little more rowdy, so the tendency of getting into fights is a lot greater. So this is a little more mellow for the mature crowd.
Yeah, I would say so. It's like prime time from like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's a party in itself.
Yeah. 언니.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 아이고 예쁘니. This is Jenny Cho. We call it Jenny Cho from the vlog.
뭐 먹을 거야?
저기 육개장 하나고요.
김치볶음밥.
오케이.
So what do you order? The 육개장.
Yes.
So they give you a side of rice because it's basically a soup. I personally like to get a scoop of rice and then dip it into the soup, but some people like to put the soup into the bowl of rice.
It's a drunchy, so you know you just go and dig in.
So you have these huge chunks of green onions. It's a little spicy, but there's so much flavor in it, and there's these glass noodles as well, and strips of beef. The red pepper flakes, which is gochugaru, but you get this really deep red color in the soup. What I like to do is get a scoop of rice on my spoon and then just dip it into the soup because I like more rice than the actual soup. And what she's eating is the tangmyeon, which is the glass noodles. Yeah, it has a kick.
Yeah, but that's why it's such a great drunchy.
Here. Yeah. People like to order this when they're drunk because it kind of wakes them up because of the spiciness. The kimchi bokkeumbap is my dish, which is the kimchi fried rice. The kimchi, it's like charred on the side because of the butter, and there's so much of it. And there's garlic, green onions, there's chunks of meat. And what you do is you just kind of break the yolk so it kind of all seeps in. And it's just like one big blob of deliciousness. And the kimchi isn't cooked too much where it's too soggy. Like you get a good crisp crunchiness.
It's just really hearty food. It'll just sober you up.
So there you have it, my favorite locations for all the drunchies in Koreatown. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Hungry channel, and if you want any information on the restaurants that we were at, look at the box below. My name is Violet Kim and I'm one of your City Search Scouts for Los Angeles.